Hey guys, what's up? How are you? I hope that you guys are having an amazing one today. In today's video, we are going to be doing a wear test on the new Natasha Denona foundation. This one is called the Hy-Glam Foundation Hydrating and Blurring Long Wear Radiant Serum Foundation. And I do have mine in the shade YN9, which is my regular shade for concealer. So I just went with this shade. So just to be super honest and transparent with you guys, this is an introduction that I am doing for a foundation, which is this one right here that I have already wore, and I already did the wear test, but I did not do the introduction because I actually did try this foundation, not with you guys on camera. It was actually on a live on TikTok, and I decided to, after I did my whole entire makeup and finished that live, I decided to just go ahead and do the wear test for you guys. So I needed to do the introduction for this video as well as do the application for this foundation. So that is what we're going to be doing today. Just in case you're new to my channel, welcome. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. I hope that is helpful for you, and if you are a return subscriber, thank you so much for coming back and hanging out with me. I really truly appreciate all of you, and if you guys have not yet subscribed to my channel, please go ahead and subscribe to my channel, like and comment down below, because that definitely tells YouTube that you guys are enjoying my content, and then you guys can help me out on reaching my goals, which is getting to 10K by the end of the year, which I don't see that happening. I'm not trying to be negative, I'm just, you know, being a little realistic when seeing the numbers and stuff like that. Hey, you never know, right? So yeah, let's go ahead and jump into the video. Alright guys, so here we have the beautiful packaging of this foundation. First of all, I absolutely love the packaging, and I love that it's like a really nice, beautiful, like pinky tone for the cap. It has the gold accent to it, very luxe for sure, and it feels really nice and luxurious as well with the matte finish on the bottle. And then of course we have a pump. This shade in particular, it is a perfect for me, for my skin tone. I think I'm definitely going back into my regular skin tone. I'm not as tan as I used to be anymore, and that's okay. I mean, I'm a little sad about that, but hey, it's okay. Anyway, so I went ahead and purchased this foundation directly from the Sephora website, and the Natasha Denona foundation retails for $52. You can also find it at Ulta, and of course on the Natasha Denona website as well. I am gonna tell you right now that I usually try to order things directly from Natasha Denona. One, just in case you guys are not familiar, if you sign up for Natasha Denona, you actually start getting points that you can use for your next purchase. And believe it or not, if you are a fan of Natasha Denona, those points are definitely going to quickly accumulate, and they're going to start giving you money back, which is totally fun to use. Whenever I see some points, that means money, so I go ahead and apply it to my balance, and it is just so satisfying seeing that, you know, total balance just go down a little bit. It's just so good. But I know that Ulta Beauty also has the rewards program, and if you want to shop at Sephora for whatever reason, then you can also find it at Sephora. Also, if you use my code when shopping through the Natasha Denona website and use code Jarrell10, then you also get a discount, and I also get a little bit of a commission if you are using my affiliated links, discount codes, or anything like that. And I'm going to be linking everything down below in the description area. But yeah, now let's go ahead and refocus back on this foundation. Just to give you a little bit of information about this foundation, it is a medium buildable hybrid blurring and self-setting radiant serum foundation that hydrates and balances oils for up to 18 hours of creaseless wear. All right, so I just went ahead and clicked on how to use it because I need to make sure that we're getting, you know, the right usage for the right type of coverage. Plus I get to share with you guys that information. So for a naturally radiant finish, apply with foundation brush from the center of your face towards the outer part of your face. For a fuller coverage, use your fingertips. So you're going to grab a little bit of the foundation, and then go in with a damp sponge, which, okay. The self-setting formula can be worn alone or pair with powders for a natural matte finish. Now, if you are new to my channel, you have no idea about my face. I am oily to combination. I do have a redness, as you can see, in the center of my face, around my nose. I also have a little bit of discoloration around my mouth, hyperpigmentation, and larger pores now that I am aging a little bit here, a little bit more noticeable than usual, and also pores between my brows that are just getting bigger and bigger as we are aging. That is it when it comes to my face. But I also want to share with you guys that I absolutely love a medium coverage. So any foundation that just claims to give you a medium coverage, I am so here for it. And because I am also aging, I welcome radiant foundations. Don't want something that is too oily, that is going to be slip and sliding all over my face, of course not, but something that is going to give me a natural glow. I am old always down for, and something that is going to work with powders, because I do have to set the center of my face because that is where my oils are. Yeah, I'm all here for it. So let's go ahead and now try, finally, after all that talking, let me go ahead and now try the foundation, and we can go ahead and do the application of this foundation, and then we can start the wear test. So here we have the foundation. I did a pump and a half, and you can see that it's a little runny. It's not too creamy, but it's not super like flowy, like liquidy either. So it's right there in the middle. First time that I used this foundation, I did use it with a brush, which I am going to show you how it actually looks over here with a brush. So I have nothing but my skincare. Now that my skin is really nice and ready for makeup, I'm going to go with the foundation and the brush. Just going to make sure that it's really nice, evenly coated, and I'm going to start from the center of my face, just because this is where I want the most coverage to cover my redness. And then I'm going to start moving it to the outer part of my face and then blending it down to my neck. So I'm just doing like little stippling, like tapping motions on my skin. I'm really focusing the foundation right where I need the coverage, and you can see like half of my nose is super red over here and the other half is really nice and already looking its best. And also the discoloration around my mouth is being disguised. The redness on my chin also, it is being disguised. So I'm just going to use whatever is on my brush on my forehead, because I don't have a lot of redness or discoloration on my forehead. I really tend to use whatever is left on my brush, and again just blending it down my neck. I don't even have to tell you that there is a huge difference, because you can see it with your eyes. So let me just get a little closer so you guys can see it. No foundation. And I haven't used all of the foundation, just so you know. By the way, the brush that I'm using is the BK Beauty 115 brush. All right, guys, so let's go ahead and apply the rest of the foundation with our fingers. Just gonna actually grab a little more foundation. Going to apply it to my face. And I'm going to use a damp sponge and see if we can get more coverage like that. So I do see that it's giving me the same coverage. I don't really see a huge difference from one to the other side. I do feel like it's giving me an even coverage, whether you're using a brush or a sponge, but I know that you can definitely build it up, because I did that the first time that I actually wore this foundation. So I'm going to go with whatever is on my hand. I'm just going to grab it with my sponge. I'm just going to add it a little bit more on my nose, just so you guys can see that it is definitely a buildable foundation. Okay, the coverage is so good. So good. So I do have a little bit of hyperpigmentation right here on my cheeks, and I can still see a little bit of that darkness peeking through. I also have a little bit of dark spots right here that they are peeking through, but they are like so disguised, so beautiful. The glowiness that we are getting from this side with the sponge, it is a little bit more noticeable in my opinion versus the brush, right? Like that is so pretty, so pretty. When it comes to this foundation, you do start to feel it a little bit, just a little bit throughout the day. Apply with a sponge. And here we have it applied with a brush. I think that is really up to you what you like to do. If you like something a little bit more radiant, in my opinion, it's definitely going to be with a sponge versus a brush. That is just the way that I am seeing it, like with my eyes in person. That is just the way that I think that it goes, the way that it's just working out for me. But you know, you can always play with this foundation and the application as well. But I am absolutely in love with the coverage of this foundation. Definitely blurring. So all the pores that I do have here, they are being disguised, they're being blurred. It is so pretty on the skin. It just melts into your skin so nicely. It just covers everything so nicely. It's really nice on my upper lip, and I sweat a lot on my upper lip and on my chin, and foundations tend to not stick to my upper lip and my chin just because of my sweat. But this foundation really just takes over and just does what it needs to do, and it looks so nicely. So it is a really good match for me, for what I like for my foundations. Once you add bronzer and everything else that you add for your makeup, it just looks absolutely stunning. But yeah, let me go ahead and I'll take you to the Pastorelle where she already has her glam on, and she's going to tell you a little bit more about the foundation, give you a little close-up after we apply the makeup and everything. So yeah, that is it for the application, guys. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. All right, so here's how the makeup looks using the new Natasha Denona foundation. I am going to be linking all the products that I use on this whole entire makeup down below in the description area, just in case you guys are interested. I did the whole entire application of this foundation, the whole entire makeup look, on a live on TikTok, so I was not really going to do this video, but because I have the foundation on so early on, I started at 12:30 in the afternoon. It's actually 1:04 in the afternoon right now, so I finished my whole entire foundation or complexion at 12:30. So I am going to start from that point on, and I am going to check in with you guys throughout the whole entire day. I am also going to give you a little video on my phone how this makeup actually looks outside. But I gotta tell you that my first impressions upon application, I am very much impressed. First of all, the shade, it is a perfect for my whole entire body. It is my perfect shade and like my perfect undertone, which I love that so much. And it just went on so nicely. It definitely gives you a really nice, beautiful glow, but it's not overly glowy. It is not feeling super heavy whatsoever. It doesn't feel like you are wearing a lot of makeup, even though I am wearing a lot of makeup. And I do have some cream products as well as some powders, so I am definitely wearing a full glam of makeup today, and it just feels really nice, beautiful on the skin. I am looking for my mirror. It actually looks really nice and beautiful on the skin. It looks really like airbrush. It doesn't feel like it is emphasizing my pores or anything like that. Here is not feeling like super dewy as well as not feeling super dry. It's like the perfect kind of foundation, which we were expecting something like this for sure from Natasha Denona. But yeah, I finished this makeup at 12:30. I did a whole entire live with my friend Crystal from TikTok, and we started around 11 o'clock in the morning, and I mentioned that I do have the Natasha Denona and she wanted to see it. And when I was applying it, I was like, you know what, might as well just go ahead and do a whole entire video on this foundation. When I was applying the foundation, I gotta say that I felt like I was cheating on you guys, because I wanted to give you guys my first impressions when it came to this foundation. Now, this foundation has been out for a little bit, and I'm pretty sure that you guys have seen multiple reviews on this foundation. But if you were waiting for mine, or you just like to see an additional, you know, review on this foundation, then here it is. Definitely reminds me of the Hourglass foundation. It definitely feels like a really nice, beautiful serum-y foundation for sure, because it just goes on the skin so nicely. It spreads out and it blends out so nicely as well. I am going to show you how this makeup actually looks outside in regular lighting, like outside lighting, and I'm going to be using my phone to check in with you guys, and then I can give you guys my overall final thoughts when it comes to this foundation. And if there's anything weird throughout the day happening, I will definitely let you guys know. But let me go ahead and give you a close-up of this foundation. Yeah, it looks absolutely flawless. The skin is definitely skinning. It is given for sure. But yeah, let me know in the comment section down below, what do you guys think so far? Have you guys already tried this foundation? And yeah, let's go ahead and start with the wear test. All right guys, so it is 3:43 and here's how the makeup looks. Let me tell you, this foundation is impressing me so much. Like, my oils are being tamed so nicely. Like, there's no oils coming through. It doesn't feel heavy whatsoever. It feels like I have makeup on, because it's definitely something that I do have on. But the makeup looks so beautiful. Nothing is being emphasized. It's not settling into my lines or my pores that I do have between my brows. I do feel like I have a little bit of a texture right here, but that could just be my skin. It's not doing the same thing on this side right here. But yeah, super pretty. So far so good. All right guys, it is 8:17 and I am done. I just finished putting my little one to sleep and I am finished. But here's how the skin looks before I touch up or anything like that. All right, so as you can see, I am oily on my T-zone. It is definitely very dewy, but the foundation is so good. It has not settled that much into my pores that I do have on my brows. It has not separated right here on my upper lip. I still have some foundation on my chin. There's no separation. I do see a little bit of tiny redness around my nose, but that is it. Everything else, like over here and over here, looks really nice and beautiful. I do see my oils coming through on my T-zone for sure, but again, none of the foundation is separating, do anything weird. It looks really nice and beautiful put together. I love that it's so long lasting. Now the only thing that I have been noticing is that it does feel like you have something on your face, so it's not like the super lightest weight kind of foundation, but I don't even care about that when the foundation actually looks this good. And I am going to touch up for you guys because I want to see if it's going to pull any of the foundation. This is the powder that I use to set my T-zone, which is the Makeup by Mario powder in the shade medium light. Let's see, let's just do this side because I do have a little bit of texture coming through, a little bit on the chin. Okay, the pores are so minimal. Even here, I mean, they're being emphasized because of the shine, but it's just the way that this foundation is actually just showing on the skin. It like is very blurring. So pretty. Like, I am so impressed with this foundation and the way that it actually looks on the skin after so many hours. It looks really nice and beautiful, and look at that. I mean, that is just going to revive it, and that is just going to make it look presentable for another couple of hours, like another 5-6 hours. That is so stunning. After applying powder, it's not lifting or anything like that. It's making it look put together again. And here's how the foundation looks now after touching up. I am very impressed with this foundation from Natasha Denona. I was expecting it for it to be really good, but I didn't think that it was going to be so good. Like, I am impressed, and it looks so nice. And just the way that it's actually wearing, the fact that it's not separating on my upper lip, the fact that I still have foundation on my chin, the fact that I still have foundation on my forehead, but it's not emphasizing my lines, it's not settling into my pores, is very nice and blurring, manageable. I absolutely love that we can touch it up and it's not going to lift. It looks really nice, perfected. Again, you do feel like you're wearing a little something, but if your skin is going to be looking this good, then it is okay. Like, in my opinion, it is so beautiful. I can definitely see a lot of like a makeup artist using this for bridal makeup, long wearing makeup. Even if you are oily or just more on the normal to drier side, this foundation, it's really, really, really beautiful. But let me know in the comment section, what do you guys think about this foundation? Have you guys already tried it? Is it something that you guys are interested? Let me know if you're going to be purchasing this foundation. I am going to be linking it down below in the description area. Remember that it is an affiliated link. If you guys shop through my links, I do get a small commission, so thank you so much to those of you that are using my links. That is it for this video. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for your love, your time, and support. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you guys have not already, and I will see you next time.